Hello, welcome back to the Additional Podcast. Hope you didn't have another manic Monday. Hope your Monday was swell. No Bengals fans in here?
No.
No one in here likes the Bengals? It's just another manic Monday.
Giants fan, we may not be getting our running back, so, you know.
The Bengals are a band, Eli.
There's a difference. Bengals and Bengals.
Wow, I've been traveling for 2 days straight. My God.
The Bengals saying walk like an Egyptian. The Bengals have Joe Burrow.
Joe Shiesty.
Can't win a Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
Anyway,
wow, we're off to a great start.
I was ready to say, energy is low tonight. I think all of us kind of are. Speaking of walk like an Egyptian, it just came on. That makes me sad. No Bengals fans in here?
No.
I didn't even know who they was, so no.
We got another Austin beer review tonight. We'll go ahead and get it out of the way.
What are we drinking tonight?
It's Bud Light Platinum.
Oh. Man, I was hoping you were going to pull up a rainbow bottle.
I walked into a gas station with one of my roommates, and like I'd never seen Bud Light Platinum anywhere, never even heard of it. So I just decided I'd take a chance. I had 2 drinks of it, like last night or 2 nights ago. The first drink, I was like, man, this is like one of the best beers I've ever had. And I had some pizza, and I took another drink, and it was like one of the worst things I've ever put in my mouth. So we have 2 very different ends of the spectrum. So I'm a tad bit skeptical because like that first drink I did have, I was like, damn, like this is good. I was like, this is good beer. And the second one, like I had to force it down, and I didn't even finish the beer. So
I'll mark Bud Light off of my list of alcohol not to consume.
See, it's okay.
What makes it Bud Light Platinum, Austin? What's the difference?
It's 6% alcohol. Says it's brewed for the night. I think it's like triple distilled or like triple filtered or whatever beers do. I don't know. It said triple something on the front of the package. So
yeah.
It comes in a cool like blue bottle. That's about it. I don't know.
So you really know you're drinking a Bud Light.
It tastes slightly better than a normal Bud Light, but that doesn't take much.
Yeah, Second drink.
That was like my 3rd or 4th drink.
I mean, is it like level though? You've already gotten over the crack.
It's a height. give it like a 7.3, I guess. Like it's not Yingling Flight. It's not a Corona, but it's okay. It's not the worst beer I've ever had. I'm not an IPA guy though. I don't like IPAs. I tried an IPA named Three Floyds Laser Snake, and Three Floyds is like Indiana based.
Yep.
And I tried it, and it was fucking terrible. Like everyone else tried it. Everyone else tried it. Like, oh, like this is good. I was like, have at it.
I would rather just chew on the hops rather than have to drink an IPA.
I was probably say my thing is, like, I feel like every IPA I've had has like a very strong like orange taste in it. Like even if it's not like presented as like being an orange flavor, it still has like that strong like orange undertone. I'm just not a fan of it. I don't like IPAs.
Well, that's fair. Man, we're a beer review podcast now. Look at that.
Like, give me your favorite beer then. I know you're a Yingling guy. Yeah, is it the Yingling Black Ale or Black Lager, whatever it is?
Honestly, the best beer I've ever had, it was the Brewski. It was a beer that was brewed with the ski syrup. You've had ski, Austin. You had it when you last time came down.
Both of you.
That was the name of it. I couldn't remember the name of the specific. I couldn't remember the name of the soda that I had when I was down there.
Yeah,
I need an opinion on an alcoholic drink. Because I've heard it's about 50-50 at this point. I've asked people. Heineken. Good or bad?
It's alright.
I haven't tried Heineken. I will tell you, Stella Artois, not good.
Dog water.
Not a Stella Artois fan.
I mean, if I had to pick like a favorite beer that I could get anywhere, it has to be Michelob.
Really?
Like it's what I don't know. It's just the best that I could get like anywhere.
Michelob
like if I go
Ultra
to
is just.
If I go to a game or anything, you know, I'll get a Michelob. If I go to a race, I get a Michelob because it's one of the few things that I know is everywhere and I know that I'm going to get. Coors is ass. Bud Light is Bud Light. And
what about some
Natty
Keystone Light?
Natty and Keystone are just the same thing, and I would rather die than drink Busch Light.
When I had Keystone Light, it literally just tasted like water. Like I didn't taste like any alcohol in it at all. That's why I liked it so much, because it didn't have like any flavor at all.
Well, fair enough. But yeah, Heineken's. Yeah, it's a foreign beer. That's the best way to say it. It's a foreign beer.
Bud Light Platinum might be growing on me.
The more you drink it,
the more I drink it, like the more I think it might grow on me.
So it's like Yingling. The more you drink it, the better it tastes.
My issue is when I drink stuff, especially like alcoholic stuff, I have a bad habit of just like letting it sit in my mouth. And like obviously, yeah, you don't want to do that. Like, I think that was what happened last night. Like, I took a drink, and, like, it hit my tongue, and I think the grease from the pizza or whatever just caused it to, like, start, like, fizzing up or, like foaming, and it just tasted terrible.
Yeah, you'll have that.
I think the best, like, mixed drink I've had, though, is an Amaretto Sour.
Oh, mine's a Long Island.
I love me some Amaretto Sours.
To each their own.
But anyway, we're way off topic.
We got so far off topic there. My word. Wow.
I was ready to say, and like we have no energy. We're like so like devoid of energy tonight. But what we are doing tonight.
Well, all right, let's inject it. Austin, what are we doing tonight? Let's get it rolling. What are we doing tonight?
I was ready to say what we are doing tonight is the like we're doing a fill in the blank type of thing. So I think Straight Shoot does this. I'm guessing that's where you stole the idea from.
Yeah, you're right.
So pretty much what this is like we'll say a statement, but you have to fill in the blank with a wrestler. So easy one would be
something.
Yeah, something. Like easy one would be like blank will dethrone Roman Reigns. And then someone would insert like John Cena or Roman Reigns, like
Cody,
Roman Reigns defeating Roman Reigns. Yeah.
Tozawa.
It's just pretty much basic opinions and just a very specific statement. And I mean, it's simple. It's not confusing.
We're not reinventing the wheel here by any means.
Maybe we should. Maybe we'll finally get some money.
Reinvent the wheel?
All we gotta do is reinvent the wheel.
Okay, do it in a bunch of spokes, and rather than having one continuous wheel, have it be a bunch of little plates that'll flex a little bit, so that way it's a no air tire. There you go, reinvented the wheel.
See, my thing with you reinvented the tire, not the wheel. And my thing with that was like, I was sitting there thinking one day, and it was dumb as hell. Don't get me wrong, it's stupid as fuck. But I was like, instead of just fucking air, why don't they just fill the entire tire with rubber instead of the inner tube? Like, why don't they just make it all rubber? it didn't occur to me that it'd be heavy as shit, expensive as shit. But I was like, why not just fucking fill it all with rubber? You'd never have to worry about airing up your tires.
Make it a fucking racing slick while you're at it, why don't you?
But no, that's what we got going on today on the podcast. Just typical fill in the blank stuff. Pretty chill episode here tonight, as you can probably tell. We're kind of in a lull of pro wrestling right now. Not a super lot is going on. Next week, however, will be predictions. It will be the Backlash predictions. I will put my title
boys
up.
Get the belt back.
Put my title up on the line, and I will defend it and retain it.
A tweet about getting the belt back, so
Yeah, and I told you must be asleep because the only way that's happening is in your fucking dreams, buddy.
No,
you must be dreaming. You must be hanging out with RVD a little too much.
Hey,
that's what you're thinking.
He doesn't smoke a lot of pot. So,
okay.
I do want to say, with a lot of recent, the only rumor mill thing I really have, other than WWE possibly getting paid up with Warner Brothers, Bayley's contract I think is coming up relatively soon, if I remember correctly. Hers and Drew's I think are coming up relatively soon, and Bayley posted on her Twitter. She doesn't do it a lot. Most of the time it's posts on there is about something that's coming up, a storyline or something. All it was a simple Bayley Martinez. That's it. It was her actual name. That's what she actually posted. So maybe Bayley's hinting that she's on her way out and she's gonna see Mercedes Moné. Who knows? But that's like the only real major thing I've seen so far.
Yeah, and that along with all of the apparently WWE's doing their like big releases here soon or whatever. But that people have been saying that for the past like 2 months. They're like, oh, this week they're going to be major releases. Like you better watch it.
Let me reiterate what we said the one time about it. We will continue covering WWE stuff until it tanks. Like, if this is a release, and they only do, in my opinion, if it's people who are asking to get out of the contract, so it's absolutely people who have not been used, like, they release Drew Gulak. Okay, he's not been on TV since when? Now, if they start releasing, like, almost 100 different people, and it's people you see on television on a daily basis, and stuff like that, storylines start getting shortcutted and stuff like that, that's when I'm going to have a problem with what's going on with it. And that's when, kind of, we need to take a step back and refigure out what we're doing
revisit it.
Everything. Obviously, we'll cover stuff. But
well, yeah, we will cover stuff. That is kind of what we do.
Who would have thought on
we'll
a
cover
wrestling
the releases and stuff
podcast?
as they happen, but WWE news will may be a little bit more limited.
But I mean, bouncing off of that, we should go ahead and just hop fucking nose first into this. And
so,
me being the champion.
What's the order?
I'm going last. I'm letting you guys. Cliff, you can go first since this is the idea you stole, but...
Okay, yeah. Okay. Sure. So we'll start off with an easy one, actually. Blank
He's pulling up a tab.
Should be the next face of the WWE. I'm talking like John Cena level face of the WWE.
That's not even a question. Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you. The fact of the matter is, the Kavorka of I'm getting there. Let the megastar talk. The Kavorka of LA Knight keeps the people coming back and turning their TVs on. And that's just a fact of life. So if this man doesn't win Money in the Bank and wins a major title within the next year, everyone in that creative and in that production room and in a gorilla is a dummy. Yeah.
It's got to be Dominic Mysterio, though, right?
Ooh.
No. That's actually not. LA Knight's a good pick, honestly.
The thing I see a lot of people say is he's already 40. Ric Flair is still wrestling matches at like 80 years old.
The
Let's
closest
not
thing
make
I could
this-
say is that LA Knight's
You
doing
could
the
have said Jeff
DDP.
Jarrett.
DDP
You
started
could have said Jeff.
late and had a great career.
That is true.
So
That's the thing. This
Yeah.
isn't even LA Knight like starting his career. LA Knight's been doing this for
yeah,
ever and ever and ever. Like he was doing this shit in TNA, well, Impact,
Impact.
before he went to NWA, and he was killing it in fucking Impact. He was killing it in NWA, and he's killing it in WWE. If they fucking waste him, bro, like what are you doing?
I
So,
really
Eli?
just can't argue with that pick. I'm trying to think.
Well, what's your
I
opinion?
legit-
Who
I was
should be
ready
the
to
next
say
face?
yours
just
can be LA
opinions.
Knight too. This isn't.
If that's your
You
opinion,
don't have to
so
try and
be
be
it.
different.
There's two people that come to mind. LA Knight is one of them. I'm hoping they split the championship belts.
Yeah.
LA Knight, and then I understand he's from NXT. Bear with me here. There is a NXT superstar who has been proving he can be really good on the mic. He has proven he can be really good in the ring.
Grayson
And I think-
Waller.
No, God, no. I think once they move
Really?
him up to the
Whoa.
main roster, he could be even better.
Braun Breaker.
No, Carmelo Hayes,
Oh,
current NXT champion. He's pretty decent on the mic. You get somebody in his back corner, like you could do a Paul Heyman or move up Trick Williams with him, and he could be a decent main event push, if not a really good mid carder. So you have LA Knight as the world, and you could have Carmelo as the mid, and it would be perfectly fine. Those two,
I think
there would be pretty decent combination.
you meant to say Omos.
God no.
All my
could
Omos
jump off a cliff
sapiens.
before I do that.
All my Homo sapiens out there.
Still can't believe, that was my pitch for the Rumble and still lost. So, yeah, that's going to kind of be how they go tonight. So, Champ's
I'll probably
going
say you're gonna
last.
give your
Eli,
opinion.
you're up next. I mean,
gonna
I
give your
personally think it's Dom. I really do. Like, he's a homegrown talent that they can make a megastar out of. So.
You know who else is a homegrown talent? Ish. A-Town.
Austin
Ow.
Theory, yeah. Theory's
No one
another
said
good
anything.
one.
No one said
I
anything
fully
about
see.
him.
I see him going to the moon. I would
Yeah.
not be surprised if he. The thing is, I think
needs a
they were
character.
going. I think they were going to pull the trigger on that with him on the Money in the Bank, but they realized we can't have him beat Roman. So what are we going to do with him? So they just got the Money in the Bank off.
Kept
I don't know.
fumbling. They kept fumbling.
Well, and once again, it comes back to the problem of you have Roman who's held the title for 900. It's going to be 1,000 days here soon.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have Austin Theory beat Roman Reigns. Like, it wouldn't.
That would
no
make
sense.
him an absolute megastar, though.
and people would hate it.
The next version of Super Cena.
Well, Eli.
Oh,
Cena wins, lol.
alright. So, oh god. Oof. Okay. I had 3 that I was gonna go off of the top of my head. This one just popped in. What do we think? Blank is the championship that will be brought in to replace the Universal. Or if it's separated. Because I don't think they're going to keep the Universal.
World. Bring back the WCW gold belt.
Fair enough.
I was trying. I know you were leaving that silence for me to answer. I was trying to think of the most outlandish, just shitty fucking title.
I was
The King of the
going to
Mountain
say
title.
like the Brahma Bowl Championship or something.
And my mind went to the WWE ECW, like the silver ECW.
Oh,
Because I was sitting there, my
Matt
mind went to the
Hardy
hardcore title. My mind went to the hardcore title. I was like, nah, that shit kicks ass.
The
I was like,
24/7?
what else? Wait, like, what else is just dog shit? And I was like,
Matt Hardy belt.
the silver ECW title. No, I think it would be stupid for it not to be the big gold after how much it's been talked about. Mm-hmm. But I could also see him bringing back the Winged Eagle belt as well.
I wouldn't be
because Cody Rhodes said that that's the belt he wants. He wants the Winged Eagle belt. Mm-hmm. So I think eventually, when he wins the world title, some shape, way, form, or fashion, he's going to do the John Cena and come out and have the new one on a fucking pedestal and
do the MJF. Thank you very much.
pull the.
I thought John Cena's came down from the rafters.
Yeah, it came down.
It got dropped.
What's it called?
The triple.
What?
There's a certain word I'm thinking of. I can't fucking. The thing that covers the title. It's. I'm trying to think of a certain word. I can't find it right now. Maybe we can just.
I was thinking cloth, but
The sheath?
No.
the sheath.
No. We can move on.
No.
Okay.
And then I'll just blur it out when it comes to me.
I think we all kind
Chip?
of agree that the big gold kind of has to be at this point. The big gold, or I do like the Winged Eagle. If they did both, that would be even better.
I don't know. Is that like too on the nose though?
Probably.
Like I feel like that's
too predictable.
I say just make a new title overall and just call it the like Universal or like just remake the WWE title.
The problem with that is
There is no
and
issue.
bringing
Just
back the
remake
Winged
the fucking
Eagle.
title.
you would have. What are you going to call the Winged Eagle? Because that's the WWE Championship.
It'd be the WWE. That's why I specifically
have
said
two
when
WWE
Cody
championships.
wins. That's why I said when Cody wins, it will be the WWE Championship. I don't think they're going to switch out the Universal. I think that's the one that's going to stay the same.
So they're
Now,
going to have
unless-
one main champion.
Unless they bring out the Big Gold, because they can't make that the WWE title.
Mm-hmm.
That was always like the
other.
what? There, it starts with a T.
Tertiary?
Yeah. I don't know how to say it.
Tertiary, yeah.
Yeah, it was always the like extra title. It's not the WWE title; it'd be the second one. So like, if they want to keep that WWE title, the only way that they can bring in the Big Gold is if they were replacing the Universal title.
Fair enough. Which that would be the SmackDown belt. I mean, it debuted on Raw, but more often than not, you think about it, you think of Edge, Undertaker, and all of them on SmackDown holding it and stuff. So,
But onto mine, I'll start out pretty easy as well. Blank should win a title within this next year. Whether it be a major title, a minor title,
Can I say a
fucking
faction
TBS
instead?
title. No, it has to be a faction can't win a fucking title.
Freebird rule, my guy. Okay then.
And it doesn't have to be WWE. This could
I
be
could say
anywhere.
Jeff
It could
Jarrett.
be New Japan. It could be that's who I was going to say is Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett.
But
I'm gonna
it
say
could be the AEW, it could be WWE, and JPW, Impact.
I'm gonna say Darby.
I agree, but I feel like he's held the TBS title enough, or the TNT title enough.
Well, there's
He
other
changed
titles you could
divisions.
go after. Yeah, exactly.
Cliff that right over your head.
TBS is the
I
women's mid-card belt. That's why I said he changed divisions.
Oh, I thought you meant like he was going after like the heavyweight belt. My bad, dude.
That's why I said
traveling
over your head.
so much.
It
for the
flew
last
over
2
your
days.
head like you were flying over fucking Mexico.
I got one. This one's... We're finally stepping out of WWE for a second. Well, besides Cliff's. Darby Allin, over the head, everything. Master Wato, New Japan. He has to finally get that.
He put on a
I like
hell
him
of a
the
show.
I was ready to say every match I've seen him in, he's always been like the
He's gotten a lot
the
better,
unspoken.
and he's finally gotten to the point he has to have that belt. That or the Never Openweight Championship. It has to be one of those.
Well, I
two.
mean, there's like 30 belts over there for him to win, so
It has to be one of those two, though, at this point. I can't... He's not going to win the world title. A tag belt he's already won, and it did not fit him very well. It has to be the Nether Openweight or the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. For it to fit him perfectly and the character he has built up for himself and everything, it has to be one of those two.
sorry to say. And for jokes, I'm gonna say Jeff Jarrett, JEFFJARREDD.
Yeah.
I think they just need to get the title off of Orange Cassidy. Like, that title has just grown so like incredibly stagnant. Like, I think it needs to get on somebody else and like quick. And who better than JEFFJARREDD? Haha.
Baby.
John Cena with the Intercontinental Championship.
I don't know. The thing with AEW is no one can realistically beat MJF. No one's going to until he decides to leave.
Not for a while.
Well, that's the problem with Roman, I think, too.
The women's title it's been irrelevant for a while. I mean, let's be honest. Ever since Thunder Rosa pretty much did whatever she did. I don't know.
Jamie
And
Hayter's not bad.
pretty
with
much.
it.
I like Jamie Hayter. I'm a big Jamie Hayter fan. I think the title lost a lot of prestige once Thunder Rosa.
The main issue is it's not being defended right now because she's stuck in that storyline against fucking Paige and them. Rather than being the champion, she's stuck being a member of a group.
The twat trio.
Basically,
and then
yeah.
fucking Jade Cargill. I do not care about the TBS title in the slightest.
Oh, no.
Um,
I think if Taya Valkyrie wins it, I may actually get a little hype about it.
I might actually start caring about the women's division once Abaddon comes back.
The way it seems, they should be coming back. I fixed myself. They should be coming back soon.
They should be. I don't know. As far as WWE goes, I still think Asuka should have won at Mania. And that'd probably have to be my pick for someone who, realistically, if she doesn't leave, realistically should win a belt. It should be Asuka. And not a fucking tag team belt. Not that piece of shit.
The women's tag belt's a joke.
Exactly. It's in the same tier as the TBS title. I'm surprised you guys didn't say Sheamus.
Yeah.
I feel like if Sheamus should have won a championship belt, it's almost like Dolph Ziggler. It should have happened years ago, not now.
Well, Sheamus
At
did
this
win a
point.
championship belt.
He did. Yeah, back at the beginning.
Yeah, so did Dolph Ziggler, but
Alright, Cliff.
when was the last time they were either
Alrighty. Blank deserves a new theme song.
LA Knight.
Really?
See, my mind went there, but then I was like, bro, his theme song slaps.
It's not bad. It's just he's had a lot better ones in the past that I think.
And my thing is, I don't think it really fits him a whole lot.
That's the problem.
Who does deserve it? Who needs a new theme song? I'm struggling because like I'm trying to think of AEW, and I think Danhausen needs a new theme song.
Yes.
You don't like it?
No, I'm not, because they can't. I don't think they can decide what they want to do with him.
Well, he's hurt right now.
Well, obviously, but like they had him come out and like as like Dark Danhausen and beat the shit out of everyone.
Yeah.
And then he got turned back to a fucking as a joke, which is fine, I guess. But I don't know. I like his theme song fits him. I just don't like the theme song a whole lot. Pretty much all the women's themes are dog shit too.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a women's theme that I've heard recently that I like. Lita doesn't count because hers was back when Jim Johnson was still making theme songs.
True. The person I had in mind when I wrote this one was actually Seth Rollins. He needs to go back to the old theme song. That's just a personal thing.
I kind of enjoy the crowd going into it, but I want my Burn It Down back.
Yeah. I never thought I'd miss it. Alright, Eli.
Alright. Blank is the tag team that needs to split up.
Alpha Academy.
Every WWE tag team.
Alpha Academy.
I have one specifically in mind, and this is going to sound awful, but it's New Day. I think...
What?
I think once Kofi comes back, Xavier's either going to be pushed as a single superstar, and they're going to go separate ways. Big E's probably never coming back. Kofi Kingston, I can't see him doing the tag team for much more often. And I think Xavier Woods may finally get a mid-card title push. I don't think New Day's going to be even remotely pushed as a tag team. Even anymore, once Kofi comes back.
I don't like that.
Eventually it's gonna happen. Maybe not. Maybe they continue, but
That's a rough take.
I said
My mind immediately went to the Lucha Brothers, just so we could see Pentagon versus Phoenix. But then my mind also went to Darby and Sting.
Ooh.
Because I've always had a gripe with Darby and Sting. Because Darby was getting a major push, like, before he got put with Sting. And he got put with Sting, and now it feels like he's been playing second fiddle to Sting ever since then. I get that they're like the two like brooding, like face paint wearing guys in AEW, but I think they should have broke that up a while ago.
It fit for the championship storyline that he was in when Sting came to AEW and stuff for Darby. After that, it's kind of been a very rocky road trying to put those two together. And Sting even admitted he's not going to go for a championship. His time's done. Showtime is over for him.
It's almost over.
Almost over, sorry. But he's not going for the world title. So maybe they split him up by Darby wins the world championship and gives Sting a match, and Darby beats Sting, and Sting goes, you have nothing left to win from me or something. I don't know. But
a la Vampiro and Pentagon. I'll take anything to get a Lucha Underground reference in here.
Him?
Right, say you want to talk about someone who hates fucking Sting.
Sting referencing Ric Flair and Surfer Sting on Dynamite the week before kind of played it in my head of what happened with Sting and Flair. Flair turned on Sting, and then Sting beat Flair. Yes, it was for the World Championship. Obviously, Sting's not going to have the World Championship on him, but I think we're going to build to the point where Darby beats Sting, and Sting rides off into the sunset. or we get Joker's thing out of it.
Why are you pushing so hard for Joker Sting?
I want
We all love
Joker's
Joker
Sting.
Sting.
I need a crow placed in front of Tony Khan, and Tony Khan just sitting there scared out of his mind because there's a crow.
I was ready to
in front
say
of him.
that literally popped up on my fucking TikTok like last week.
Same.
That clip of Joker Sting putting the crow in front of Bischoff.
Eric Bischoff.
All
right, Austin.
So my
Best
next,
thing ever.
I'll already say my next one is very divergent. Blank is the next like superstar actor, but like they can't have acted in anything yet. So, like you can't say Roman Reigns or like The Miz or anything.
Oh.
Ricochet. I'm gonna say Ricochet.
My brain went to MJF.
Ooh.
And
Fair.
it wasn't even like a serious role. It was like a comedic thing that popped in my head. It was like he's in a comedy movie and he's like dishing on other people in it, and comedically, obviously, but I feel like that would be a decent take for him to do.
Austin, who'd you have in mind?
Austin Theory.
Really?
He popped in there too.
So he's
but I
just
couldn't-
Cena. You're just turning Austin Theory into John Cena at this point.
What else would he like? That's what he is. He is.
beat the man in front of
He is literally
Make-A-Wish
is the
kids.
second reincarnation of fucking Cena.
He beat him in
The
front
fact
of the
that both
Make-A-Wish
of you
kids.
just said different shit, yeah, it makes sense. All right,
But no,
I gotta
I mean-
bend.
But like he's a good looking dude. He's young. He's got time.
He's
Like
brash.
he's
got
growing up
ruthless
in the
aggression.
WWE. He does not have ruthless aggression, but he does have the way.
Hey.
Yeah. All right, I gotta bend the rules for my next one.
I think I bent the rules with one of my questions already.
Blank and blank should be the GMs of the draft. So, who should be in charge of Raw for the draft, and who should be in
Shawn
charge of
Michaels and Triple
SmackDown
H.
for the draft? Are you okay,
You know where
Austin?
You know where my mind went?
Oh no.
Vince
Eric
McMahon and
Bischoff
Triple H.
on Raw. Vince Russo on SmackDown. That's exactly where my mind went.
We went two
Get a
different
fucking
directions.
Big E on a pole match.
We got
'Cause
WCW and its dying days over
God.
here, and we have Triple H and Shawn Michaels running WWE over here.
No, not WC. We have like the high point of WCW and the low point of WCW.
At the exact same time. Oh,
And we have
God.
DX running Raw and SmackDown separately.
Those are good answers. I can't even
No,
top those.
I think realistically it'll be Adam Pearce and I don't know who would do Raw,
That's the thing.
but
It would have to be
No.
Triple H. or
literally first thing came to mind was Eric Bischoff and Vince Russo.
I'm
And then-
back.
And then just to make everything even more of a shit show, put Jim Cornette on NXT.
Oh, God.
Because Cornette
Why?
hates both Eric Bischoff. Well, I don't know if he hates Eric Bischoff as much, but he hates Vince Russo. He said he wants to live longer than Vince Russo just so he can piss on his grave.
My God.
That's what he said, verbatim.
We
Ooh.
can get Brawl for All every SmackDown.
God.
Straight up boxing.
So, yeah.
Yeah, if you notice, I'm not drinking the Bud Light Platinum anymore. I'm over it.
We asked the question about Roman and stuff earlier as an example. I'm gonna move on to somebody else though. Blank should beat Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship.
Dragunov.
I'm also going to say Dragunov.
The story just writes itself.
Not only that, it's also been pitched that Dragunov will come to SmackDown.
Well, it's also been pitched that the mid-card titles will flip brands.
Ooh.
So.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What
There's
makes
a lot of
you-
things going into this draft that people have been trying to figure out.
Interesting. So,
I
like,
hadn't heard
the mid-card switching?
Yeah, I hadn't heard the mid card switching.
That one's new to me.
I saw that they're talking about bringing up what's their name?
Damage Control?
No. Damage Control's already up. They're already on the main roster.
Toxic
Dipshit.
Attraction.
They split up.
Toxic Attraction isn't a thing anymore. Watch
Yeah, I
the
give up
programming. Jesus
I don't watch
Christ.
NXT.
It's the
The Creed brothers?
No, it's the tag team. They're super flamboyant. They wear like the fashy clothes.
Oh, Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, there was talks of moving them up to Raw, and I saw
They're
someone.
a pretty decent tag team.
Yeah, I like them. I for whatever reason I was blanking. I saw someone propose that they have them come up with and like start a little stable faction with Seth Rollins, and just come out wearing the most atrocious things every single week.
That would be something.
I don't know how I would feel about that.
I would love it.
That's... Oof. I don't know. Man, I don't know at all.
All right.
Oh.
Eli?
I just did it. No, I didn't.
He just did his.
Oh, well, Austin, champ.
And a Continental, then we went into the freaking drafted stuff.
Oh.
Fucking tune in, brother.
I'm lost. I'm old and in the way.
So this one's
He's
even
old,
more
he's
out
tired,
there.
he works with fucking kids.
I do though.
This one's even more out there. Who is the next? Blank is the next wrestler turned politician.
Oh,
Like Kane and like Jesse Ventura.
Jeff Jarrett. Like, as soon as you were listing off people, boom. Jeff, honestly, maybe Dustin Rhodes.
Dolph
Down in,
Ziggler.
like, Texas.
Dolph Ziggler?
Dolph Ziggler.
I could see him run, but not win.
He's got all that free time on his hands.
I don't know. I just thought that was an interesting question because when you proposed this, I was like the first one that came to mind. I was like, I just wonder what they're going to say.
Who do you think, Austin?
I don't know. I'd say if he doesn't wrestle until he's like 60, Kenny Omega, because he's very outspoken about like political and worldwide issues the way it is.
He would have to like run in like Canada or something like that since he's Canadian, or Japan.
Yeah.
He has dual citizenship, so.
What is his name? He was the
Schwarzenegger.
Terminator. Yeah, he was the governor of California. So he could go. Kenny becomes a U.S. citizen. He could run for governor somewhere.
Yeah.
Governor of Indiana.
All
Kenny
right.
Omega.
We got a spicy one here. Blank will be the next major departure from WWE.
Bailey Martinez.
Bailey?
Bailey.
That's not major.
Drew's not major either. You didn't make a comment on that one.
No one said Drew.
I said Bailey or Drew.
You said Bailey Martinez. Are you talking to yourself in your head?
Apparently.
Yeah, I didn't hear Drew either.
You did not say Drew.
Cut it back. Look at the film. Listen to the tape.
Literally all you said was Bailey Martinez.
Yeah,
and I said that's not major, and you just sat there and looked at me.
Did I hit my microphone in accident?
No,
I
Eli.
might have.
No, because your mouth never opened. You just sat there and stared at me.
I promise that was not in my head. Go back and look at the film.
We
Bro's
will.
got voices in his head. Call him Randy Orton.
I'm going.
But do they understand? Austin?
They talk
to
me.
me.
They understand. So next major departure from WWE.
I didn't say it had to be in-ring, just in general.
The WWE Network.
The worldwide sports
I
entertainment
thought you meant like
leader.
superstar.
Just in general.
Vince McMahon.
I actually don't know. Because there's been a lot of people, like, ever since Vince started coming back, that have wanted to leave. Karrion Kross is one of those. I'm not going to say that he's like that'd be a major departure because he came back and he hasn't done a whole lot. I don't know because I don't know the status of like WWE contracts. So like, because I want to say Dolph Ziggler.
Oh,
I want to say Dolph Ziggler, but I don't know because like they've been misusing him for years now, and he's done nothing about it.
he won the NXT title.
I don't know. This is hard because like I don't know what you classify as like major.
It's an opinion.
Well, if Drew leaves, that'd be major.
I mean, personally, I was thinking of Drew.
If Vince comes back, depending on how things go, Cody might leave. I don't know.
We get Stardust one last time.
That's a tough one. I'll probably say Drew. That's what I'll go with. I'll go with Drew.
Eli?
I was trying to find something on Dolph Ziggler's thing, and all I can ever see is stuff from 2018, and then after 2018 is pretty much suggests he's on a handshake deal.
Interesting.
I don't see anything that says he ever renewed it after 2018. So he may still be on handshake deal, which would be why he can show up at all the different events that he does.
Bro just shows up when he wants. My God, he's got that Chris Jericho lifestyle.
He could be Rick Rude showing up.
He's pretty much just tenured.
Yeah.
He's been there long enough.
Yeah.
He's tenured.
Man. Blank is going to be the next breakout wrestler. This could be male, female, any promotion.
It's probably too late to say like Hook or something like that, right? Hook's probably a little too big now to say that, right?
No.
Alright, then I'll say Hook.
Hook could
I love me some
still.
Hook.
He hasn't had that chance to fully be out there and go for anything besides the FTW championship. I think he's finally getting put on TV enough to be considered going into breaking out?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Hook. Because Dom's already out there, and Dom would have been my answer, but Dom's already, mega. So give me Hook.
So
Champ.
there's this female deathmatch wrestler. She's Japanese, and she wrestles for GCW. I had to look it up just to make sure I didn't butcher the last name.
I think I know who you're talking about.
But it's Rina Yamashita.
Yamashita?
Yes. I think she's great. Deathmatch or not, I think she's great. I think if she ever gets a shot in a bigger promotion, she'll probably do just fine.
She could go to AEW and be a top contender, no problem. That he may drop the ball with her.
Well, that's because they don't know how to handle anyone over the fucking Pacific.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know how to deal with foreigners from that side of the world. It's sad. Because they got Gunter right. They got Gunter perfect.
Yeah, they don't fuck up anything in Europe. It's always... They don't fuck up anything over the Atlantic. They fuck up everything over the Pacific.
I had one that in my head, but he's been doing stuff recently that he wouldn't really qualify as it. I was going to say Watto again, but his is almost kind of like Hook, where he's been on television. He's technically had a championship.
I want to add one more.
What?
Give me Dan the Dad.
Give me Dan, damn it.
He's
I love
actually
that
been
man.
wrestling. He's been wrestling a shit ton of high-profile matches ever since he was on AEW. Yes, ever since he was on AEW that one time, and we went absolutely fucking atomic for him. He's been wrestling high-profile matches.
The crowd got so hot for Dan the Dad that night.
They were fucking white hot for Dan.
Dan got in
love him.
5 seconds of offense, and the crowd went wild.
I'm going to add T.Y. Ice.
Love him.
He's going to have a breakout year in the independent scene.
I don't know who that is.
T.Y. Ice?
I'll message it to you, Cliff.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't worry about it. Champ can do his blank, and I'll let you in on who.
Well, no,
T.Y.
I'm
Ice
trying.
is.
I'm trying to find the matches that Dan the Dad has wrestled in. He wrestled Steph DeLander, which is the girl that's running around with Cardona.
I love him so much. He's so great.
He fought Curry Man.
No way.
I'm looking at it right now. Dan the Dad versus Curry Man.
That's a dream match right there.
And then I'm pretty sure he tagged with Warhorse.
I'm watching Cliff's facial expression as he looks at what I sent him.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find more of who he's wrestled.
I need to have
Rocky
Dan the
Romero.
Dad. I need to have Dan the Dad tag with Abaddon at least once.
Yeah, he wrestled Rocky Romero
Wow.
with Chico El Luchador. Yeah, it was Warhorse and Dan the Dad versus Cody Lane and Jake something.
What the fuck? Oh god.
I was waiting for you to say Jake's last name, but then I remembered that that's his actual wrestling name.
Yeah, that is what he goes by, is Jake something.
Yep.
Because it's Jake Deering and Jake something were tag team partners in Impact Wrestling for a short while. Or Joe Deering and Jake something. And Jake Chris from Ohio.
Yeah, this
versus
one
everything.
is Cody Lane, Shane Saber, and Jake something versus Ethan Price, Warhorse, and Dan the Dad.
Ooh, I got a good one, but I
And
need
then
my turn again.
he held like the Impact Digital Tag Team Championship.
Did he?
Impact
never
Digital
guess who he
Tag
wrestled.
Team Championship?
The Bullet Club.
No.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Oh no. It was just another indie tag team championship belt. It was it was a
Okay.
Pro Wrestling Revolver World Tag Team titles that they defended on like like it was Impact Wrestling's exclusive digital media match.
Ah, okay.
Like, for
I
that
knew they
week.
had a media championship, but I didn't know they had a digital tag.
Yeah, they don't have a digital tag team.
Still, though,
Whew.
Dan the Dad.
And then he was
He be
also on
doing the
AEW
work.
Dark a couple times after
Yeah, after
Indie as
Indie.
well.
Did you see Turbo and them? They're like actually showing up on like Rampage and shit.
Yeah, I know. And then he also wrestled Dirty Dango.
I did see that one actually.
He's an Impact.
Just a
Santino
singles
had a
match.
match on Impact
I saw that.
last week.
Bro, Dan the Dad just needs a shot.
So, I need to see Dan the Dad versus Orange Cassidy right now.
Oh God.
Anyway, Austin, with your fourth fill in the blank.
This one's easy, underhand. Blank is overrated as hell.
I could give so many answers, but I don't want to. Overrated?
Overrated. Blank is overrated as hell.
Shit. Well, it was nice being a part of the non-toxic wrestling community.
Dave Meltzer.
Oh God.
That's valid.
Yeah, that's a
That is
safe answer.
valid take.
Dave Meltzer.
Bite me. That's a safe answer.
Valid
Then
as hell.
say a safe answer, Eli. Get on my
No!
level.
I'm not taking the coward's way out. MJF. I'm not
in what
A coward.
in what aspect though?
Oh no, no. If I had to honestly give an actual answer, I'd have to say Jungle Boy. He's not done anything enough. First, it's a tied answer. Jungle Boy and Sammy Guevara. Both of them have done jack shit. Both of them are jack shit.
But that's half of the four pillars.
They don't deserve to be the four pillars. First and foremost. There are so
I
many
think
better
Britt Baker
AEW
should be on that
wrestlers
list
that
before
could be.
Guevara.
Sammy Guevara doesn't need to be signed anywhere. CM Punk needs to come back before Sammy Guevara wrestles again. It's... No, I'm limited down. Take him down. No. Sammy Guevara. Just straight up answer. Sammy Guevara. Piece of shit. Worst wrestler ever. Worst on the mic. Worst wrestler ever. Worst behind the scenes. Awful. God awful. Wish he would never wrestle again. Our first interview is going to be with Sammy Guevara, and I'm going to be eating my words.
Okay.
Coward's way out!
Exactly. This is actually tied into the closing bit, so
Bro's not even gonna ask me what mine is.
Well, are
What's
you gonna
yours,
say
champ?
it?
You really want me to say it?
I want you to say it.
Do you really, really want me to say it?
I really,
It's
really
MJF.
want you
We
to
both
say
know
it.
this.
No, it's not MJF.
Oh.
Because what he
He's gonna
does
say Jade
works.
Cargill.
What? Well, Jade Cargill.
Are you saying? Are you gonna say Stan Hansen, Austin?
No?
He's only over in my
elite.
mind.
The elite.
Really?
I better say Stan Hansen's only
minus
over in my
Kenny
mind.
Omega, so pretty much just the Young Bucks.
Then just say the Young Bucks.
So yeah, Young Bucks are overrated as shit. They're just wannabe Motor City Machine Guns. We've had this talk
successful.
before. More successful than the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah.
I made a joke about it.
Anyway.
But what crack are you actually saying?
Cliff is overrated as hell. I want to change my answer. Cliff. Cliff is overrated as hell.
El Lucha is a little high right now,
So-
apparently.
My last one.
Bro-
my last blank.
Bros said the Young Bucks are more successful than the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah?
No.
How? You can't even give an answer!
I just don't think I need to even explain this.
No! The fact of the matter is you just can't answer it because it's
The
not
Motor City
true.
Machine
You have
Guns
no
have been
facts
stuck
to back up.
in the junior tag division in Japan their entire career. They haven't moved out of it. They haven't had any reason to move up to the actual tag division. They've only been
Yeah,
in the
because they've
junior.
had so much success everywhere else.
I'm sorry.
They don't need to move
Everywhere
up.
else,
Hang
you
on.
mean Impact.
What the hell did you just say? What the hell did you just say?
By everywhere else, you mean Impact.
No. What did you just say? Did you say that they've been stuck in the junior division?
Yeah?
The Motor City Machine Guns. The Motor City Machine Guns, who have
Bro.
not fought for the junior tag team belts in decades, are stuck in the junior tag team division. Since they've won the TNA World Championship multiple times, the freaking ROH Tag Team Championship multiple times. They have held the GCW, I do believe, Tag Team Championships. The Strong Championship tag belts. They've held
Eli, you
World
yourself
Tag Team
4
Championships,
episodes ago
multiple
said
divisions.
Strong didn't even count anymore. That doesn't count. You yourself said Strong didn't count. So
I
that
said the
is
Strong
immediately
Openweight
invalid.
Championship does not count. Do not put words in my
You
mouth.
said Strong didn't count as a thing anymore. That's what
Strong
you said.
Championship for the singles belt that makes no sense on having.
Bro's just mad because he's wrong in every single aspect.
I don't even know.
The Motor City Machine Guns were winning world titles when the fucking Young Bucks were still Generation Me.
Okay. After
And they're
they
still
stopped
winning. They are still winning titles. How are they
Okay.
not more successful than the Young Bucks?
I'm just saying only one of them has a promotion.
That's what makes
Oh
them more
my
successful.
god.
That's
What makes them more successful. That they can put themselves over in their own company. That's what makes them more successful.
I mean,
on,
it didn't
my
really matter to
That's a
Inoki.
joke.
It
That's
didn't really
a
matter to
joke.
Inoki.
That's
Carry
a
on, my wayward
joke.
son, and ask your question.
Okay. Blank will be the biggest free agent signing of 2024. The joke is always 2024 is going to be so wild. What's going to be the wildest move?
I don't even think we can say MJF anymore because it's like already a done deal.
Basically, yeah.
CM Punk would be to WWE would be the wildest thing to happen. Straight up. Like, there's nothing else in the wrestling world that could be more out there than CM Punk going back to WWE. Especially a WWE owned by two companies he couldn't fully get over in.
Succeed in the first time.
The man couldn't win in UFC, and he got buried back at WWE. So, I think CM Punk would be the biggest WWE signing that could possibly hit. But as Austin alluded to earlier, a lot of contracts are still kind of under lock and key on when they are up. I think
we don't have really much clue.
there is one.
I'm gonna say Omega.
That one's a decent one. There's one that comes to mind that I don't think a lot of people know is coming up within the next year. And that's Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston's been with WWE for about as long as Dolph Ziggler has.
Do you think Kofi would actually leave?
I think at this point, Kofi could potentially leave for at least a few years. Because think about at the time when Kofi's contracts have expired in the past. There's not really been anywhere else to go. Now there's AEW, ROH is back, and some former WWE guys are going to TNA and doing their stuff, and then there's New Japan. He has bigger options now.
Well, New Japan's always been an option. Where'd that go?
But it didn't seem like that big of an option, and now there's a lot of people leaving the company and going there that maybe he sees it as an option to potentially leave and go there. That or Big E returns in another company.
I'm gonna just say Kenny Omega.
That one would be.
I was gonna. The whole reason I brought this up was because Coda hasn't showed up anywhere, so I think he may wait it out and see what Kenny does next year. So I'm gonna say Coda.
I completely forgot about Coda.
See, and the thing is, like, Coda's wrestled for WWE before.
Yeah, for the
Cruiserweight
CWC
Classic.
I think that's mainly the reason he didn't sign with them, was he was going to be a Cruiserweight mainstay for them, and I don't think he really wanted to be the Cruiserweight staple.
I'm sure he knew the direction the Cruiserweights were heading.
What, you don't want to be in a locker room led by Enzo Amore?
No. Never. Never.
Why not?
No.
Why not, Eli?
Why not? I think Enzo Amore is enough of an answer himself.
But why not?
I don't like Enzo Amore. If we're gonna have to make me say it, I just don't like Enzo Amore. But
well,
something
get going with what you like, Eli.
Blank is the best wrestler of all time.
John Cena.
Of course, your answers to that
definitely not that Stan Hansen dude. Honestly, Superstar Billy Graham.
I like that answer. I like that answer. Honestly, yeah.
Dude wrote the playbook for Modern Heels.
Tonight. You're literally just full of absurd.
This is what happens when I've been in airports for like 20 out of the last 48 hours.
You don't have Superstar Billy Graham.
Got the
you don't
airport
have
madness.
Hulk Hogan.
You don't have any of the modern era.
You don't have a lot of the wrestlers we have.
And
now.
you still don't have me giving a fuck. It's John Cena.
You for sure don't have John Cena.
And you for sure don't have me giving a fuck. I don't care.
But it's for sure Stan Hansen. Hands down.
Well, fuck, if we're doing this, give me fucking Bob Backlund, I guess. I don't know if I can...
Hey, that's still not a bad pick.
Luthez, that stiff-ass motherfucker.
Give me Pedro
Morales.
Yeah, that's still not a bad pick.
Give me Pedro Morales. Give me fucking Big John Studd.
Bruno Sammartino.
Now we're going into some bad territories here.
Give me fucking Yokozuna, I guess. Fucking...
I'll take that one. Big John Studd's the only one.
Give me Antonio Inoki, I guess.
Shut up. It's like saying, give
all right,
me Jeff
Austin.
Jarrett.
Send us home.
I don't have a last question. I don't. I can't. I can't come up with one. I don't know.
Can I do another one?
We agreed that this was going to be
I'll
5.
take it. I take a champ.
Have at it, I guess.
Blank is going to be added to the Bullet Club before the end of the year.
Part of me wants to say Hangman.
Another terrible fucking take.
Because, like,
we're gonna start calling you Mel Kiper, bro.
They haven't pulled the trigger on the Dark Order stuff, and I don't know if at this point if they're going to or not.
Your fucking... I don't know. I don't follow like New Japan like that closely. I watch it more than you. I watch it enough to know that the Young Bucks are not more successful than the fucking Motor City Machine Guns. Jesus Christ.
Depending on these answers, I'm going to give you an easy guy to guess or a hard guy to guess.
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of people who would turn.
Let me just say, David Finlay, his statement is for his Bullet Club, you have to be savage and ready to kill for your position in New Japan. Or anywhere. You have to be ready to take out friends, people you count as family, to get up higher.
I mean, I still do honestly think Hangman. I think him coming back in could be really good.
That's not a bad one. Him as U.S. champion joining Bullet Club would be a neat one. That one would be hands down. Because he never won it, did he?
Nope.
It was
Omega
Kenny Omega as champion. And then Jay White won it. And then he never got it. So. Which, by the way, Kota and Bullet Club would be neat. Kota versus Kenny Omega.
See, I say he comes back and he beats Kenny, and like they have like that, like it's like the returning hero, like they're shaking hands, and like he hugs and he fucking low blows him. And he just starts fucking going to town on his ass, and the Bullet Club comes out, and then like they're having like a little bit of like a standoff, and they just throw it up in the air, throws on a shirt.
You could have Hangman come down to save him, and then he turns on him.
That'd be the turn of a goddamn century right there, my god.
I just had flashbacks.
Well, the thing is, like, I can't find this anywhere. I know it's for sure has happened, but he has, like, an alter ego. Like, you know how Finn Balor... I'm pretty sure I've talked about this on the fucking podcast.
You have. But
we can't find it. That was like the first episode you brought it up, and we can't find it.
And I know it happened because it's called Demon Boy. But it's basically the same thing as like the Demon Finn Balor. He turns into like the savage, this animal or whatever. So I mean, there is like he does have that side. Give me Kota Ibushi, but he comes out in Tiger Mask.
Minoru Suzuki.
See, the only names that pop up underneath Kota Ibushi for ring names are Kota Ibushi, Hustle Kamen, Orange, Oda Nobunaga, Robin Mask, Sammy Lee Jr., and Tiger Mask W. Which, Sammy Lee Jr. is the most white person American name ever for a Japanese strong style wrestler.
Ooh. John Johnson, who does job at place.
That one's better. See. Oh, man. I'll pick medium difficulty for both of you. Since they're both good answers.
while both of you
Austin
are doing your looking, allow me to dive back into this pro wrestling history. Starting in 1994, CMLL Super Viernes went down in Mexico City. Dr. Wagner Jr., El Gran Marcos Jr., and El Hijo del Gladiador defeated Brazo de Oro, Brazo de Plata, and El Brazo in a 6-person, 2 out of 3 falls match to win the trios title. That match was probably stiff as shit. In 96, on a taping of Nitro in Albany, New York, the Giant, later to be known as Big Show, defeated Ric Flair in the main event to win the WCW World Heavyweight title for a second time. In 2000, JCW TV tapings were held at Elmore Park High School in Elmwood, New Jersey. Mafia and Monstack won the Jersey Championship Wrestling Tag titles after defeating the Haas brothers. And in the main event, Low Key beat Andrew Anderson to become the Jersey Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. And also on the same date, in 2000, ECW Cyber Slam was held in the ECW Arena in Philadelphia, with highlights being shown on TN10 later. Oh boy. Okay, the card went down like this. Masato Tanaka defeated Too Cold Scorpio by pinfall. Don Marie and Lance Storm defeated Jazz and Nova in a mixed tag match. Little Guido defeated Kid Cash and Super Crazy in a 3-way dance. The New Dangerous Alliance defeated Danny Doring and Roadkill. Balls Mahoney and New Jack defeated De Baldies. Steve Corino defeated Dusty Rhodes in a bull rope match. Rhino defeated Yoshiro Tajiri to become the TV champ. And in the main event, Tommy Dreamer defeated Taz to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Justin Credible then defeated Tommy Dreamer to win the title later that night. In 2005, FIP The Usual Suspects was in Brandon, Florida. Fast Eddie Vegas and Jimmy Rave won the tag titles in a triple threat elimination match after defeating the teams of Jarrell Clark and Roddy Strong, and the other team in the match was CM Punk and Don Juan. In 06, WXW Full Force 5, the final encounter in Germany, Adam Polak and Baron Von Hagen beat GTS and Iceman in a 2 out of 3 falls match to win the tag titles. Also in 06, IWA MS Any Given Saturday was held in Illinois. In the main event, Darren Corbin won the IWA MS Heavyweight title after defeating Eric Cannon. Also in 06, Ring of Honor's the 100th show took place in the company's original home of the Murphy Rec Center in Philly. On the show, Christopher Daniels defeated Claudio Castagnoli. The Four Corner Survival match, Delirious beat Jimmy Jacobs, Jimmy Rave, and Jimmy Yang. A lot of Jimmys in that match. Generation Next defeated the Rottweilers to retain the tag titles. Bryan Danielson defeated Colt Cabana to win the world title. Derek Dempsey retained the ROH Top of the Class trophy after pinning Pele Promeo. Jay and Mark Briscoe defeated Matt Sydal and AJ Styles. And in the main event, Team CZW, Chris Hero, Necro, Butcher, and Super Dragon defeated Team ROH, which was Adam Pearce, BJ Whitmer, and Samoa Joe. In 07, Chick Fight 8 happened in England. Cheerleader Melissa
Let's go, Chick Fight!
To become the new Chick Fight Transatlantic Champion. In 09, in Louisville, Kentucky, 2 titles changed hands at the OVW TV taping. The opening match saw JD Maverick and Pat Buck win a triple threat tag team match against Fang, the team of Fang and Agata Brewski and Kamikaze Kid and Sucio, Sucio, to become the new tag champions. In the main event, Vaughn Lilas won the championship from APOC. In 2016, WXW Superstars Wrestling 3 was in Germany. The World Tag Team titles changed hands, and Michael Dante and Tommy N defeated Ilja Dragunov and Julian Nero. In 17, Evolve 82 in Woodside, New York, Chris Dickinson and Jaka defeated Fred Yehi and Tracy Williams to become tag team champions. Also in 2017, Impact Wrestling One Night Only Turning Point was taped at Universal Studios. The show was the Veterans of War defeated Mario Bokra and Falaba. Lauren Van Ness defeated Ava Story. Mahabali Shera defeated Marsh Rocket. Matt Morgan defeated KM. Davey Richards beat Suicide. Rosemary beat Sienna. Eddie Edwards beat Eli Drake. And Lashley defeated Moose to retain the big belt. On the same date in 2018, Impact Wrestling held Redemption in the Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. On the show, Aerostar pinned Drago. Eli Drake and the big bad booty daddy Scott Steiner defeated LAX to win the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team titles.
I think you mean to say the Purple Warrior. The what?
The what? And in the six-way match that happened right after that, Brian Cage defeated Desmond Xavier, DJZ, El Hijo del Fantasma, Taji Ishimori, and Trevor Lee. Taya Valkyrie defeated Kiera Hogan by pinfall. Matt Sydal defeated Petey Williams to win the X Division title. Dave Christ, Jake Christ, and Sami Callihan defeated Dreamer, Moose, and Eddie Edwards in a House of Hardcore six-man tag match. Ali defeated Sue Young to retain the Impact Knockouts Championship. And in the main event, Pentagon defeated Austin Aries and Phoenix in a three-way match to become the new Impact World Wrestling Champion. We have 5 birthdays today. Electro Shock, Orlando Jordan, Chuck Taylor, Yosuke Kodama, and Nick Komoroto. And that is all there is on this date in pro wrestling history. My God.
Also, couldn't find the alter ego, but
Shinsuke Nakamura had one.
Multiple reports. Yeah, he came out. I did see that. I saw where Kota Ibushi said that he would sign with WWE if he could wrestle in high-profile matches as well as train people down in the Performance Center.
He pretty much wants to be a mentor at this point, just from what I've seen.
Bro literally said, just give me more to do and I'll sign with you. I guarantee you somehow would still find a way to, like, WWE would still somehow find a way to complain.
You guys are going to complain about the people I have for you guys to guess today. This has changed multiple times, so bear with me now.
Oh,
Austin,
God, Eli.
you ready?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Pick left or right.
Right.
Okay. This man won the Future Legend Award in 2002 for the Cauliflower Alley Club. He is a former one-time Catch Wrestling Association World Tag Team Champion. He is a former one-time ECW World Tag Team Champion. He's a former one-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He won the Super J Cup in 1994. Top / Best of the Super Juniors 1993 and 1995 winner. And he won the Super Grade Junior Heavyweight Tag League in 1994. He won Feud of the Year in 2004, Match of the Year in 2004, Wrestler of the Year in 2004, ranked number 1 of the top 500 in 2004, and ranked number 69 of the top 500 in 2003.
Nice.
Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Former 4-time Stampede British Commonwealth Mid-Heavyweight Champion. Former 4-time Stampede Wrestling International Tag Team Champion. He entered the Stampede Wrestling Hall of Fame in 1995. He, through listen to this, through Universal Wrestling Association, he won the WWF Light Heavyweight Championship once.
Wait. Read that back.
Through Universal Wrestling Association, he is a former, one-time WWF Light Heavyweight Champion.
Well, there's not too many of those.
He's a former WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
If this dude had like any like monumental success in WWE, it easily gives it away.
He is a former one-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion, a former two-time WCW World Tag Team Champion, a former three-time WCW World Television Champion. He's a former two-time WCW United States Champion, and he is the 7th WCW Triple Crown Champion. He's a former WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He is a former one-time WWE Tag Team Champion. He's a former three-time WWE United States Champion. He's a former four-time WWF, WWE, and Intercontinental Champion. A three-time WWF World Tag Team Champion. He won the Royal Rumble in 2004. The WWE Tag Team Championship Tournament in 2002. He is the 12th Triple Crown Champion. He is the Best Brawler of 2004, Best Technical Wrestler of 1994, 1995, 2000, 2003, 2004, technically 2005 and 2006. I can't remember when that happened. Feud of the Year in 2004, Match of the Year 2002, Most Outstanding Wrestler 2000, 2004, Most Underrated 1998, Reader's Favorite Wrestler 1997, 2000, Wrestling Observer Newsletters Hall of Fame Class of 2003. Austin, do you know who this is?
Yeah. My thing is, I don't remember him winning the heavyweight title in WCW. Like, I don't remember him winning the
On his
big
way
one
out,
in WCW.
he didn't want it. He didn't want it, and he won it, and it was their way of keeping him, and he left.
Let's go Chris Benoit.
Cliff, are you ready?
No. Not really, but
The homicidal, genocidal, suicidal, Christian.
Let's give it a shot, Eli.
He is a former one-time 605 Championship Wrestling Champion.
Oh, no.
That's a great start.
He is a former two-time All-Star Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. He's a former one-time Combat Zone Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. He's a former one-time
That's what I
Defy
like to hear.
8 by GP champion. Very confusing championship there.
What?
He won the Defy 8XGP Championship Tournament. I'm trying my best to pronounce this the best I can. In 2017.
Cliff straight up out here cheating, looking up and on his phone.
I don't know whether to be more mad that you're looking at your phone, just going through your apps, or the fact that you might have been trying to find your browser.
I was not trying to look it up.
Hey, at least I put my glasses up when I was trying to cheat.
You call me out because that's the same thing you're doing, Austin.
Well, in all
East
honesty,
Coast
I didn't need to fucking look up Chris Benoit.
East Coast Wrestling Association's 10th annual ECWA Super 8 tournament winner in 2006. He's a former two-time Full Impact Pro World Heavyweight Champion. He won the Eddie Graham Memorial Battle of the Belts in 2009. He also won the Jeff Peterson Memorial Cup in 2009. He's a former Future Shock Wrestling Champion once. A former one-time Mad Wrestling Association International Heavyweight Champion. He's a former one-time Major League Wrestling National Openweight Champion. He won the 2021 Major League Wrestling Opera Cup. He's a former two-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. Cliff, put your phone away. He's a former one-time Prestige Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. He's a former one-time Pinnacle Tag Team Champion. He's a former one-time Pro Wrestling Eclipse Openweight Champion. He's a former one-time Pro Wrestling Element North American Champion. He's a former one-time Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion. He's a former 3-time Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Champion. He won the Battle of Los Angeles in 2006. He was ranked number 7 of the top 500 singles in 2012. He's a former Pro Wrestling Prestige Tag Team Champion once. He's a former ROH World Heavyweight Champion. He's a former ROH World Tag Team Champion 3 times. He won the PCW Ultra Light Heavyweight Championship once. He got the SoCal Uncensored Match of the Year in 2006. He is a former one-time Southside Wrestling Entertainment Speed King Champion. He's a former 2CW Tag Team Champion. He's a former Pro Wrestling Revolver Tag Team Champion once. He's a former 5-time TNA World Tag Team Champion.
Oh, never mind.
He won the TNA World Cup in 2015 with a bunch of people. He won the Tag Team of the Year in 2014 and Match of the Year in 2014 in TNA. He is a former top-ranked Wrestling Cruiserweight Champion once. He was Wrestling Observer's Most Outstanding Wrestler 2011 and Tag Team of the Year in 2009. He won the Best of the West tournament in 2005.
Better say best wrestler in 2011.
Most Outstanding Wrestler.
Outstanding.
What's the difference between that and best?
I have no idea. And former one-time Wrestling Superstar Tag Team Champion.
Okay, so there was a lot there. I'm going to ask a question, and if it constitutes as a hint, don't answer it. Was there any New Japan in there? Because honestly, there was so much shit. There was some New Japan in there.
He is a former 2-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion.
Okay. So this dude
Which that's a
is
short
bounced
list
around.
to begin with.
Yeah, this dude has bounced around all the indies, won world championships and other kind of championships, mostly tag.
He won
What
the
did he win
TNA
in
World
Impact?
Cup in 2015.
What did he win in Impact again?
I just said it.
Impact was
the World
TNA
Cup.
World Tag Team Championship 5 times. TNA World Cup 2015. He won 2 awards in TNA, which was the Tag Team of the Year in 2014 and Match of the Year in 2014.
Yeah, I'm a blow for a hint.
You don't have to blow me for a hint. Whoa.
I'm blowing a
Hang on.
guess for a hint.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck?
Hang on here.
I know we
Christ.
slap explicit on these things, but we still have a limit.
Jesus Christ.
What the
No.
fuck?
No.
I'm going to blow a guess for a hint. Come on.
The TNA World Cup in 2015, he won with Jeff Hardy, Gunner, Gail Kim, Rockstar Spud, and Crazy Steve.
Oh,
Also
I
on
have a
theme
guess,
with
but
Chris
I don't-
Benoit. Just didn't kill anybody.
What?
Well, also
No,
on
say that
theme with
again.
Chris Benoit, but he didn't kill anybody. Or
Well,
himself.
how is he in theme with Chris Benoit?
Chris Benoit is... There's a lot of things that you don't do about Chris Benoit anymore. Saying his name's one of them.
So this
I
dude's
break that every
taboo?
podcast.
So we can't say his name, and you're going to make me say his name.
We've already said Chris Benoit, so...
Okay, yeah, I'm going to take another hint then, because I am lost in the sauce.
One of his tag team championship wins was with Rocky Romero. Some of them was with Rocky Romero.
I'm pretty sure I know.
I'm trying to figure out how many was with Rocky. One,
Match of the 2014.
two. He's won two different
guess he
tag team
did.
championships with Bucky.
I mean, he didn't. I don't know if he tagged with Romero, but he didn't win.
I think I know who this is.
When he was there.
Wait,
A
was
lot
this
of
dude
other
in
hints
WWE?
would give it away. Especially
There was no-
TNA-based ones.
There was no WWE hint. There was no WWE accomplishment. So that doesn't mean he was never there. He could have been there and just won nothing. Like in NXT and just didn't win anything.
Well, you got one guess left, so.
But no, because EC3 won the title.
He was never in WWE. Not once.
And there wasn't any
Almost
NWA,
was.
so it's not Brodus.
He went to TNA instead of WWE.
There you go, Austin.
I about threw up the E again. I had to think about it.
Is this Matt Morgan?
Nope. So that's number 2?
That's 3.
No,
I got 2. You
that's-
gave me
yeah,
2
that's
hints.
it.
Yeah, that second hint wasn't good enough.
Austin.
Well, that makes me a little. Is this Marty Scurll?
Nope. He's
No,
a more recent
'cause he-
tabloid.
Well, he
Havoc?
like very
'Kay,
recent.
give me another
Like,
hint.
I brought him up. The biggest
Give me another hint.
I can give you is he teamed with Eddie Edwards.
Oh, Davey Richards. The
He's the
what
Wolves
did Davey Richards do?
beat his wife.
Beat his
Shit.
wife, and then some other things
Yeah.
apparently have been more and more
God
things
damn it.
apparently keep popping up.
Yeah. Because he was
I
scheduled for the
picked great
GCW
people.
show in Evansville, and he got pulled from that really quick.
I picked great people.
That's funny because they'll. Well, it's not funny, but they'll have Nick Gage who robbed a fucking bank, but they won't have Davey Richards who beat his wife.
I'm not weighing in on that one.
I'm not either. I'm just
I already
saying
brought
that's.
up Chris Benoit and Davey Richards. I've already.
Can I
covered
just-
enough.
Can I just say how good AEW was on the spot for doing a Domino's ad right after Nick Gage brought out the pizza cutter? Can I just bring that up again? Because that was
Yeah,
something
on
that
Jericho.
happened, and it was really good.
Yeah. So my TNA instead of WWE hint was the Wolves was going to go to WWE, but
You're right,
I
they
think
were.
they couldn't get the contract signed, or something happened with their contract going to WWE, that they went to TNA instead. I think that was when NXT was becoming what it is now.
Yeah, you kept saying so much Impact shit. I thought for sure it was EC3, and then
that's
I
what
remembered
he's-
that he won the NXT Gold.
Yeah, it's what he's more known for is his Impact stint, which they didn't mention Ring of Honor at all.
Yep.
Oh, they did.
Austin,
I did say it.
Who's getting highlighted this week? Again?
Motor City Machine Gun.
Solely because you said the Young Bucks are more successful than them. You know who never needed to get their own fucking company to go over?
You know who has their own band?
You know who
Yeah,
aren't
who make
fucking
their own
spot
theme song?
monkeys and actually wrestle like a goddamn tag team?
You know who had to turn in the Spot Monkeys to face the Young Bucks?
They have an absurd... The Young Bucks do. They have an absurd style of wrestling, and it's fucking gross. It's disgusting to watch, and it's terrible. It is the worst of, like, modern wrestling.
I just like how quick Austin could go to tearing down the Young Bucks in a few seconds. Cliff,
I mean, am I saying anything wrong here? Am I saying anything that is not correct?
Cliff, are you looking up the Young Bucks?
I'm just looking up something. Don't worry about it.
He's probably looking up, are the Young Bucks better than the Motor City Machine Guns?
No, I'm just looking up if the Motor City Machine Guns ever had a 5-star match or anything like that.
Yes.
Oh my... So, you just said yourself Dave Meltzer is overrated, so now you're turning to his ratings.
No, I am fully aware of what I said.
That is hypocrisy at its finest.
I'm just checking because it was something I never knew. You guys asked what I was doing. This is what I'm doing.
That is hypocrisy at its finest.
I could lie to you next time and just say that I'm doing something else.
I can't.
Hypocrisy at its finest, bro.
I tell you the truth about
Young
something
Bucks
I'm
fan.
doing.
Average Young Bucks fan.
I tell you the truth about what I'm doing, and this is what happens. I'll just lie to you next time. It's fine.
Average Young Bucks fan, bro.
Jesus Christ. I have an honest question that I try to look up here, and I get fucking destroyed for it.
I'm not saying anything.
I don't know. That's what I was looking up. And now I stopped looking it up.
They have faced a lot of good tag teams, though. I mean, going down this list...
That is what I'm having to defend myself.
I'm looking at the list of top 10 matches, best and worst, and you're looking at Motor City Machine Guns versus Kevin Steen and El Generico. Motor City Machine Guns versus the Young Bucks and the Addiction. Motor City Machine Guns versus Team 3D.
I don't think Motor City Machine Guns have.
Motor City Machine Gun versus the Briscoes. Motor City Machine Guns versus Bryan Danielson and Austin Aries. Motor City Machine Guns versus the Young Bucks. Motor City Machine Guns versus King of Wrestling, which is Chris Hero and Claudio, for those of you that don't know. And if you don't know that, you don't know wrestling. Motor City Machine Guns versus Apollo 55. Motor City Machine Guns versus the Briscoes again. Motor City Machine Guns versus
I don't think they have.
Which, Motor City Machine Guns versus Beer Money is what I thought was their 5-star match.
It was
because they had a series of 5 matches. But I'm not seeing anything either, so.
I was about to say, normally it has it listed out. Like, they have their star ratings.
Well, I'm just going into every match he's rated over 5 in history, and I haven't seen anything.
Dear Lord, that's going to be... a long list of people. Dear
Well,
God.
it's not that bad, because I just have to look at the tag matches. Rather than all the singles matches.
One that has tag matches.
Yeah.
Hey, Davey Richards had a 5-star match.
Oh, Eli.
Did Chris Benoit have a 5-star match?
He probably did somewhere.
He hasn't. Wow.
Which 5-star match was Laurinaitis in?
Laurinaitis is in a 5-star match?
I thought he was.
I don't know. Anyways, we're at hour 44.
Well, on Cage Match, they have, like, various, like, 10 out of 10s. Like, they have 10 out of 10s all the way until page 3.
Eli, I hate to burst your bubble, but Johnny Ace was in a 5-star match. June 7th, 1996, Superpower Series Night 15. Jun Akiyama and Mitsuharu Misawa versus
say
Johnny
Stan
Ace
Hansen.
and Steve Williams.
I was about to say, if you said he teamed up with Stan Hansen, I was going to quit right here now.
No. Johnny Ace and Steve Williams. John Laurinaitis has a 5-star match.
I mean, they got Tag Team of the Year in 2010.
Yeah, no. They don't have any 5-star matches. That hurts my soul. That hurts a lot.
Well, it's because they don't pander to fucking Dave Meltzer.
So you're saying John Laurinaitis did?
Yes.
Apparently he did something fucking Dave Meltzer loved.
He blowed him for a hint.
Fuck off, Eli.
He probably blew him for a hint, yeah. But anyway, I think that wraps up here. Like Eli said, we're at an hour 46. We ran long tonight. It was just kind of all over the place. Very chill, laid back episode.
Holy shit, Ric Flair and Steamboat had 4 5-star matches back to back to back to back in 1989.
Something else that popped up on my TikTok For You page was Jake the Snake giving Steamboat that DDT outside on the concrete.
Yeah.
And you know how there's a DDT and there's a Jake the Snake DDT. And for those of you that don't know, Jake the Snake like hooks the head like fully through to where your forehead
like almost
is hitting
a guillotine choke. Yeah.
Yeah, your forehead is hitting wherever you're going. And Jake the Snake told Steamboat, he's like, if I'm doing this, like I'm doing it, like you will die. Like,
I don't want to do this.
Yeah, and Steamboat's like, I can protect myself. And then they do it, and you hear like the thud of his forehead hitting the concrete, and he of course goes limp. And it cuts to Steamboat, and he goes, and it felt like a hand grenade went off in my head. And then it cuts to another interview of, like, the same interview with Jake the Snake. He goes, I thought he was dead. I fully thought he was dead. I thought he died. I thought I killed him. So I picked him up and rolled him in the ring.
Show must
I
go
thought
on.
he was dead, so I was going to finish the match.
But anyway, I think
We've
that
already
wraps
done
up
our
this
bits.
week.
Yeah, we got our bits in the draft, so...
So just make sure you love each other. In the earlier segment, Cliff's apparently not here if he's saying the shit he's spewed out tonight, so...
Next week.
Next week is predictions.
Next week is a return of predictions. I do defend my title. And I will defend it and retain it because I am the greatest champion. I'm the forever champ.
Make you the only champion to defend it twice successfully.
Once.
You defended it once.
If you get it
That
back,
means
you will have defended it twice.
Well, yeah, if I get the title back, which
Cliff
would
understood
submit me as greatest champ. But look forward to that next week. Make sure you love each other. Take care of yourselves. Just do what you're passionate about.
I'm betting the house on Omos.
Yeah, bet the house on Omos, you Homo sapiens out there. And once you end up losing your house, just remember, we've always got you covered because we're your ace in the hole. Yeah.